Yeah, I'm actually playing the wrong version. Anywho, remix vibes from yours truly. Track entitled Wonder. Cool, shout out to Maxwell with the vocals. Let's get on the right version here. Sorry about that. Or the instrumental. Of course, that had the vocals with no beat. Sorry about that. We are going to watch a video from Zach, and then we're going to get some tidbits from myself. So just bear with me as we set up here. Give me about 2 minutes. Shout out to Chosen One with the comment there. Bear with me as we're setting up. Right, I am ready. Let's get rid of that. Let's change this over here. We can get to it. Welcome one, welcome all. Again, you might be watching this on the replay. First and foremost, it's a free thing to do. I don't care about likes. Share the video. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And that's not for my benefit. Again, you know, for the youth them generation. Each one teach one. Yeah. Well, not directly my benefit. Yeah, I just saw this as well before we get to that. Yeah. Hold on, let me put this back in the background now. As you get me bearing started here. Hold up. Yeah, let's just have that up before we continue with the video from Zach, and then I've got a couple of tidbits here. As I say, I saw him put something up for it yesterday, of course, while I was watching some of your streams for a few minutes. With whatever stream he had going on yesterday. Don't know if it was the one or the second one. Anyway, whatever one it was, he had the unfortunate situation dealing with Michelle Trachtenberg. Excuse me if I'm saying that mispronunciation wrong. But as you're going to see, the numbers around the person, and as I say, of course, look on it unbiasedly, but then coming from this conveyor belt of the Masonic media and movies and TV and what have you and music. I mean, you know, did what's her name drown in the bath? Whitney Houston? I mean, give me a break. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's not always, you know, you however you went out that's how you went out, without any nefarious satanic Masonic, you know, interference. Right, quickly check this next comment here. What were you saying, Jared Jaguar? Yeah. Oh, and I'm overlapping. I was supposed to say yes. I just saw that before coming online. About Gene Hackman found dead. Well-known actor. I remember him. Was he in? I might watch it today actually. But was he not in Enemy of the State with Will Smith? And funny, another segue actually coming off that. Funny enough, is because I don't know if you um go on GB News, yeah? GB the letters and then space news. Of course, Great Britain news, right? But anyway, in the last couple of days, and I think maybe today, but I've saw whatever they put out, whether it was one for today or in the last couple of days, just go on their channel and you'll find it. And remember, this is mainstream, yeah? That go on like, it's the Trojan and the horse. They're going like they're on your kind of side type of thing, democracy, but really, they're all sellouts. Don't trust them. Remember, these are the same lot that will say, oh, the false names or whatever pictures for Alex Rudabakana, whatever his last name is, for Southport, and they said, "Oh, it was from some hate group or some disinformation people." First, they said it was America. When the news first broke, you'll see me talking about it if you go to the playlist, right, for Southport, the early videos and streams or whatever that I did. And anyway, and then they went to Russia, and I'm like, these people, this is what they do. They just gaslight. And that's the other thing what I was saying, right? The unnecessary blurring people's faces and all of that stuff. It's all on purpose. All on purpose, regardless of age. And then again, as I'm saying, why don't they change overnight new rules and laws or legislation, whatever you want to call it, terminology, legalese or whatever? So I don't care if you're 5 years old, if you massacred your people, I want to see your face. We have a right to know your face, just like all the Freddy Kruegers that have been called. Like we have, like you have a right to know if they're a Freddy Krueger near your flipping child's 1 o'clock club nursery that you send them to on your road or some shit. You know what I mean? Like you have a right to know who the Freddy Kruegers are. What are you saying? And they're going to be walking around past you in real time, in real life, with some flipping blur over their face or some special, in the future cyberpunk, they've got some special color thing that then sends out a special beam arc around the head of the object that then makes it blurry. Like some type of shit like that. Are they allowed to use this? But anyway, wouldn't surprise me if they come up with some type of shit like that, right? Oh man. But anyway, yeah, so they've got something going on basically about how are they allowed to pry into anything that you type, anything that you talk about, right? So already know stuff listens to you and all that type of stuff. But my point is, imagine not long ago, and I might have gone light with it, but obviously in the last so many months since the riots and the Southport stuff, how many people got banged up because of a post on Facebook to do with, and probably not even inciting the violence. Not only that, before we get to my next stream, I'm getting ahead of myself. Imagine, have you not seen the arrest of the Southport killer? Have you seen that arrest? Give me a break. Have you seen the arrest of the Southport killer? What? Listen, I guarantee you now, if I pull up some videos, even just if they're going to be talking stern to the person's house, that they're going, oh, you done a Facebook post and you said that you need to go to jail. I remember as well, the other thing they did at the same time, what did they do? They cut short actual real prisoners' time in prison. If you're not up to speed what I'm talking about, go on, put on the news, GB News showing the convicts being released early by Keir Starmer. That, of course, that's the current puppet in place over here, right? Labour, Keir Starmer, all these scumbags. But my point is, so you mean, what are you saying? So you're letting out prisoners, cutting off whatever time they had, or bagging them, thousands, while you're now putting in jail or putting some tag on or some type of gagging order or whatever's going on, but you've got time to fart ass about for people doing a post. And that's what I keep saying to you. You will have your MI5s and your this one and your Scotland Yard and the FBI. How come they never find the people that clearly we can see the hallmarks? Again, how is Bill Gates still roaming around? That's one of an infinite amount of people that I can say names and addresses. How are these people still roaming around? How is that possible in a sane world? Yeah. So when I want to talk about how much they want to now, oh no, do you know what we've got? We're gonna stop. What them call him again? The information checkers. What was it called? The Facebook checkers, fact checkers. That's the one right there. Yeah, they want to fact check. Did you not have? Did you see Mark Zuckerberg in recent months? What's he done? Tell me. Go on. He stopped all of that. You can write what you want. And people think Elon Musk is their friend. Again, where the hell is Zach's tiny little minuscule part of corner that he's got on the platform of X, aka Twitter? And again, if you put the X and reflect it on itself, If you didn't know, that's actually a compass and square, Freemasonic compass and square, Freemasonry. Just like you've got the Gmail, that's the little pouch that they wear. The sign for the Gmail, that's actually the pouch that they wear when they do their thing in their lodges and take oaths and roll up one leg and probably stick out a tongue and lick their lips like LL Cool J. But you think LL Cool J don't know? Fuck you know. So anywho, it's fucking crazy. I mean, should we do a petition to get Zach back his his little speck of room on X, formerly known as Twitter? Because what's his name's got our back. Right. Let me get to the next comment. Let me get to this video as well. But it's just a quick overview, just how crazy it is. Gaslighting, the reverse bullshit psychology that they're doing. And hold up here. I'm tapping away, hold up. Right, the next comment was Jared said, I don't know. Oh yeah, the Gene Hackman. What's the next one? Shout out to a chosen one again. He says Superman. Oh yeah, it was in Superman. Yes, Enemy of the State. Yes, exactly. And hence why I went on that, few minute segue just now and sidebarring. Yes, Christoph. Quickly jump to that one and go back. Much love, man. Hope you're doing good as per usual. With what I usually say to tribe, and even if you're not tribe, as I always say, right? There's other people. We remind them who we are, and they also, on occasion, shit, remind why we're, with how we are compared to they are. Doesn't mean that they're fully 50-50 diametrically opposed to what you're doing, but everything is everything and everybody's everybody. So, without further ado, right, he was Lex Luthor, yep. Right, without further ado, let's check out Zach's video and then I'll add some extra points after, right? And read some of the comments because I was taking some quick screenshots with some interesting points. I said, okie dokie, I've got to read that one out. Fucking hell, and that one. You get a quick screenshot. So, let's quickly roll the thing. I think that might help. Hold up. Saw you in the live chat on Zach's recent debate with. All right, yeah. Lots of reviewing of it. Yeah. Be sure to check out the one that I got posted via Apostile. Yeah, you'll see it there. Apostle, excuse me, not Apostile, Apostle. You'll see it there. It's like literally the last. Yeah, he blows up some of them that was on the what do you call it, man? Chaotic Truth, things that Zach didn't realize and Zach mentioned in the stream. I was so happy that Zach mentioned that. I was like, yes, he did watch that. And as I say, I guarantee, or maybe more than likely, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because it doesn't mean that he wouldn't have watched it if I'd have sent him the link. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Or he could have watched it or not mentioned it, but basically, aside from that point, which is just hypothetical, so don't worry about what to say for those 5 seconds. But anyway, I'm so glad he did because when Chaotic Truth came on, now I'm not saying that he wasn't doing it like a tactful move, that still being close and then going like, oh, he's coming in pretending to be humble, but he ain't really being humble. He's still the same shithead stirrer upper. And I'm not saying it's not good to have a type of verses. You know what I mean? Yes, that's okay. So we need to have certain discussions and whatnot and whatever the case. But that hombre right there, I mean, give me a break. He was knob glazing and knob guzzling. I mean, he was literally talking like, listen, my man's eggplant was tickling his tonsils, as I said yesterday, yeah? I'm telling you. That shit was tummy tickling this motherfucker. He was gobble glazing down, but even when he did his little part when he spoke, you know what I mean? So he was doing all the little glazing, obviously, and then when he did his little piece, like when he first had his chance to talk, and then when he left, like that little piece right there that he's done in his own platform and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And funny, yesterday I couldn't see any of these videos up. I don't know if YouTube was backing out or something for a second, but my God. Yeah, what were you saying as a look back? Shout out to Tribe. Shout out to Miss Squirrel Sniper. And my dandada squirrel sniper in the building. We saying Spliff Patrol? You know, I need to bill it. I just toked off a last few blasts. I wouldn't say wake and bake. I've been awake since around 5 a.m. But yeah, man, you're done now, yeah? The graciousness that the cosmos has to even plant that. You know, we don't have to go light years to get the crow, the green, like it grows right here. As I say, they can find a local weed, man. They can't find the obviousness with all the obviousness. And again, one in how many people I could mention right now, along with Anthony Fauci. Yeah. How, come on, man. Really? William Gates, yeah? Bill Gates, give me a break. So, right, let's get to this now. Yes, it's that does the numbers. Uh, a chosen one. Yeah, just type it in. Gamunch Effect News 25. I'll type it in the chat quickly. Gamunch Effect News 25. Or go on your browser, gamuncheffect.news. Anywho, right, let's get to this now. Shout out to everybody for being here. Right, so, oh, I was supposed to roll the thing. That would help, wouldn't it?
Turn off the TV, it's way too misleading. Telling them lies until you believe it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. It don't take a genius to pick up the pieces.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. More tragic news from the world of entertainment. This time it is young actress Michelle Trachtenberg. She's been on the silver screen since the 90s. Began an actor as a child, which is carried through her adult years, and now gone before she even reaches 40. Dead at 39, and a lot of roles she's remembered for. Some might say most remembered for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was an absolute cult hit in the 90s, especially amongst the ladies. I grew up in the age of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. A lot of girls love that show. And I want to talk about all that is suspicious about her death. They're saying it's likely from liver failure because she recently had a liver transplant, and this year she was battling it out with haters online starting early in the year who were saying it looked like her eyes were suffering from jaundice, from some kind of liver failure. So people will accept that it was something with regards to the liver that took her life, and maybe she really was going through a battle with the liver, but what I want you to see is how suspicious it is the day she died in light of what she's remembered for, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer to Gossip Girl to Harriet the Spy, which was her first character in the world of movie. Of course, she's more known for the TV shows. But today, February 26th, is the first of the last 310 days of the year. Today through December 31st is a total span of 310 days. If you're new here, Gematria is the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. You learn this code, you see how everything, and that's not an exaggeration, well, maybe it's a slight exaggeration, but like everything that's major in the world of entertainment, that's not an exaggeration. Buffy is major in the world of entertainment. You see that the release dates, the close dates, when the people die connected to these shows, it's all connected to this Kabbalistic code. So here's a star from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, dead on the day, leaving 310 days left in the year. If you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language. I learned this from a book published in 1926 by Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. I'm applying a system that was created long before any of us were alive. And this code does predate English as well, but again, if you're new here, I talk about how in the 16th century, English was standardized at the same time the Gregorian calendar rolled out, and how this all leads back to the Jesuits. The Jesuits are a major 144 cabal. If you look into Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it ran 144 episodes. The biggest star on the show, Sarah Michelle Gellar, now Sarah Michelle Prince. Her birthday's 14/4. In the base ciphers, Buffy the Vampire Slayer also equates to 104. Her birthday's the 104th day of the year. But anyhow, this is the first piece. Just dead on the first of the last 310 days of the year. Shows about vampires. Vampire has the gematria 39, as does New York, which was her hometown. Big number in New York. Pretty much everything in New York is 39. If you're new here, I talk about New York and 39 all the time. There's a million artifacts to New York and 39. But just understand she's a New York native, now dead at 39. From her birthday to her death is 138 days later, or the 139th day of her age, as we'll also get to. It's 138 days after her birthday, or the 139th day of her age. Notice how liver failure equates to 138. Joss Whedon, the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, his name's also 138. One is running the alphabetic order forwards, the other is running the alphabetic order in reverse. Those are 2 of the 4 base ciphers. The other 2 are just taking the alphabetic order with numerology, which is where New York and Vampire 39, and then the other is the reverse alphabetic order with numerology. It's an intuitive system. It's elementary math. It's very simple to learn and apply. Again, do the same thing day in and day out. Very easy system to learn. We okay? We're almost done, sweet girl. We're almost done. So I got my sidekick in the background here. There's another interesting thing about Joss Whedon being 60 in light of the show. I'm going to leave that out. From her birthday again to her death is also a span of 139 days. Notice Gossip Girl, other big show she's in, 139. And what's crazy is her character in that show is Georgina Sparks, which equals 160. And from the anniversary of the debut of Gossip Girl on September 19th until her death today is 160 days. And I don't know why I say it's crazy. I mean, it's what we see all the time. And you know what? I didn't even check the name of her character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I didn't watch Buffy like that. I'm very aware of the show, but let me see what her character name in Buffy was. Of course, there was Buffy Summers. Dawn Summers. Okay, so she was the sister of Buffy. Got it. That's funny. I didn't realize. You know what's weird? I used to know a couple in Seattle who would watch this show endlessly, and their names were Josh and Dawn. Interesting. Dawn Summers. Off the top, I actually don't see the connection with the character name there, but the Buffy connection, just to the show overall, is there. All right. Sweet girl wants me to hurry up and finish here, so let's wrap this thing up. A few more things. Harriet the Spy, her big hit show, her first movie, came out July 10th, 96. Hi, big talker. Daddy's almost done, okay? From the anniversary of that show to her passing, exactly 33 weeks on the nose. All right, sweetie. I'm gonna finish. I gotta finish, you guys. Sweet girl says that's enough. Here's the thing to know about 33 and 39, though. Again, Masonry is based in Kabbalah, where this whole code of letters and numbers come from. It's big in show business. Masonry has the 33 forwards, the 39 in reverse. DC's the Masonic city, just for an example. Federal's also 33 and 39. Secrecy's got the 33 and 39. The list goes on. Isn't Buffy the Vampire Slayer, aren't they kind of like a secret society? So, again, anyhow, R.I.P. to this young woman, and remember, show business is deadly business. Until next time, Truth Seeker. Welcome back.
And if you did miss Jeff Boehner recently, you need to catch that one, that entry. You also need to catch, there was a show called Charmed about the 3 witches, right? Are they all sisters or something like that? But anyway, be sure to check out the death of one of them that I put out recently as well. Again, Charmed. You know, just classic examples. Now, the extras I've got for you is, first up, liver transplant equals 201. you know they love a 201. Again, liver transplant equals 201, also equals 66. Liver by itself equals 66. This year, her numerology on her birthday, so the one above the life lesson. Long story short, liver equals 66 and 30. This year, her birthday has a life lesson of 30, and above that, the numerology is 66. You see? Not only that, the character, as you just saw from Zach's video, what was one of the numerical values of Dawn Summers? 66. And let me just quickly go to the screenshot from comment section with Zach. For somebody, shout out to Honey. Can only see half of her name. Hold up. Is it 11? Hold up. Is it 988? Anyway, Honey 988 must be. Who said, yeah, she appeared in 66 episodes of Buffy. I mean, wow. Somebody else wrote, because you know Zach just mentioned about the like a type of secret society. Well, somebody wrote in Buffy. This is from Quantumania 9341. Shout out to Quantumania 9341. And she says, in Buffy, Michelle's character was also called the Key, right? So the main star, Buffy, right, Michelle, and then basically it's going to go on to say that they kind of adopted in this other girl that wasn't actually part of the family, which we're going to talk about, which is Dawn Summers, that was played by real life, the person that just died, right? What's her name? Michelle Trachtenberg. So anyway, let me start again. So in Buffy, Michelle's character was also called the Key, an otherworldly entity that was used by beings across the multiverse. Again, this is around 1997. Yeah. Marvel ain't the first to the multiverse and dimensions and all this type of stuff. You know, if you didn't realize, in case your head's been up your backside. But anywho, so Michelle's character was called the Key, an otherworldly entity that was used by beings across the multiverse to unlock other dimensions. In the show, she was captured and made human by a secret Christian order of monks called Knights of Byzantium. Yeah, so Byzantium, Knights of Byzantium. And then in brackets, Buffyverse Jesuits. Exactly. Goes on to say, next part now, a goddess from a hell dimension trapped on Earth, which must be Buffy's character, right? So she's trapped on Earth so she could return home. Sorry, what? Oh, let me start again. A goddess from a hell dimension trapped on Earth needs Dawn's blood to be shed during a rare astrological alignment. Excuse me, I skipped some rows there. But anyway, yeah, so she needs Dawn's blood for an astrological alignment for a portal back to hell to be opened on Earth so she can return home, right? And then the Knights wanted to delete Dawn, but Buffy protected her. And it goes on to say, one of the monks who made Dawn into a human manipulated Buffy and her mum's memories into accepting Dawn as their family, even though in truth she wasn't. And it goes on to say, anywho, I was one of the girls back in the 90s who loved this show. Hopefully this is helpful in your decode. And it certainly is, my lovely. Thank you for that. I mean, that is a dub plate right there. Screenshot. You know? Got your ass. Because what are the odds? Again, she dies at 39. Vampire equals 39. You know? You could say it's also that they leave in 309 days of the year. Again, drop the 0. Back to 39. But I think with the date check, you get 310 days left of the year. And again, as you just saw in the video, Buffy the Vampire Slayer equals 310. And again, the day she dies, 310 days are left of the calendar year. Now imagine, always remember, it's easy for them to say, you know, get the doctor Michael Jackson or whatever. Like, it's easy for them to do that shit. Or even if the person didn't know, somebody, another person that's around them that's in the know, that, you know what I mean? They swap whatever pills that you thought, but then on the packaging it's still got the same shit, and then that person takes the pill, or whatever the case may be, right? For example. So my point is, it's easy for them to also do a bodge job. She done the liver transplant and stuff like that. Again, I'm not saying that's definitely the cause of her passing, but again, it's easy for these people to do that, Like, never forget that. And especially like being in those type of circles, when they're ready to do whatever they want to do, for whatever the case may be. Again, I don't work with them, I don't know. Sometimes I'm sure they might just do it for fun. And because of whatever astrological alignment and shit like that. Shit that you read, obviously don't pay attention to, because you're not taught to truly know stuff and what's going on astrologically, along with stuff on the ground levels, while you're Netflix and chilling, watching a rerun of Buffy like a fool. And then be the first one to do first one to probably cuss somebody like myself, you need to take your meds, while simultaneously doing your a condolences post on your Facebook or some shit. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Like, we ain't hitting it home with dub plates. Anywho, can only say and do so much. You can only lead the horse to water. You can't force the horse to drink. If they want to buckaroo and kick you out, let them do it, man. We're not here to try and save everyone. And you've got to start with self, although at the same time being selfless, so then you can help other people. And those that actually want to understand. So, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I'm probably just going to fire back up right now as I'm warmed up. Oh, do you know what? I think we are going to do this one next. And then we'll do, we'll do this one next. I mean, what are the odds of this? Right, I'm going to sign out here. Can you play one for myself? Who's making noise I saw the other day? Because it's her vocals I got into in my tunes. Beebadooby, the Filipino girl from the UK that does, I don't know, what kind of bracket would it be? It's like indie. Would it be like Avril Lavigne? Like in that type of bracket? But anyway, she was crashing out, getting bent out of shape, which was no need to be fair. Because it wasn't like it was isolated to you with what I saw. You know what I mean? They was, doing like a meme or a video meme, and then it was showing somebody that can't sing or halfway sing, and then it would show somebody that can sing, but they would put different vocals on the person. So, a rapper that well and know that can't sing, they put some like, Pavarotti, opera, oh no. Like, why are you even getting bent out of shape? But then I'm thinking, is that just part of the, just to get people yapping on this side, people that follow that and whatever in those type of circles and whatnot. And, she's probably forced to do it from handlers, whether she's happy to do it or not, all that type of shit. Anywho, I just had it right there. Oh yeah, we'll play that one. Track entitled Into. And we'll play the other one quickly as well. I'll only play it for like 2 minutes, a minute each. Anywho, I'll be back on shortly. Anyway, this one, track entitled Into, IN and the number 2. And then the next one coming up, the same. All right, catch you on the rebound. And once again from yours truly, Audio Oracle on the buttons, production, liquid drum and bass. Go figure. Second here. As we sign out, you know, what's it got? It was right there. The same. There it is. Again, do remember these are just rough drafts. Rough drafts, man. Ideas, as you done know, yeah? Happy that I do have a tiny bit of something going on. Well, as I say, things are subjective anyway, you know what I mean? So, but, you know, each to their own. And my point is, you know, it's nice to, like, you know, put a little color on the canvas, you know what I mean? Paint a little something, if so to speak, you know what I mean? Musically. Definitely helps me out, I'll tell you that much, therapeutically.